Alright, so welcome to the channel again, everyone. Here we go. Right, so I'm gonna just quickly do a time lapse of trying to get these interior parts out on my lunch break. So just bear with me for the lack of chats, and we'll try and at least get these bits out. Thanks heaps to everybody that's subscribed so far. It's been really humbling, actually, for everybody to come along. I'm happy for everyone to give me some advice and giggle along at any mistakes I'm making, because I'm bound to make a few. But I'm just trying my best, and we can all just come along with this together and see how we go. Eventually we will get there. Cool. So I made some pretty good progress. I just got to skedaddle back to work. I sort of tried to tackle this on my lunch break. This screw there, it just will not come. So I've doused it a few times with CRC and given it a couple of heat whacks, and hopefully later on tonight it'll come out. But anyway, that's sort of a pile. I wasn't too rough on anything so that I can use it for patterns if I need to. So yeah, I'm just going to push it back in and head back to work. Q2 AM. So I was lying in bed. I was thinking about this when I went back to work, and I couldn't really figure out a way to get enough torque on it, and then I managed to find this big socket from when I was changing the suspension in my Coupe Quattro, and this screwdriver just fits if you jam it in there pretty good. And I've been toiling away, trying really hard to not strip this, and I just got it to move, so I thought I'd just pull up and get this off with you guys. It'll probably strip now. I should have kept going while I was winning, but yeah, it just moved. So if I can just, wasn't actually with the socket, it was with the breaker bar, which is just enough leverage. So let me just try and get this on there and get this to move. It just moved though. It made that kind of cracking noise, and then I saw it. It gently moved. I just need to make sure I get this in line. Of course, pull the camera out and it starts to cook it. Should have just kept going. Take the win. But, you know, let's see if I can just get a bit of better access. Yep, that's fully turning now. I'm stoked on that. You guys probably can't see it. I'll just loosen it up. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. This is going to be slow going until it eventually gives it up. Just try and put a bit of light on there. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, yeah, indeed. I basically got nowhere. It started to go and then just didn't. And then it was 2 in the morning, so I couldn't rack up the heat gun and I couldn't bash it with the rubber mallet. But I gave it a hoon in the morning and kind of got there. So I just took the win without setting up the camera. And it got me to this point where I could basically start putting the interior into a box and putting it to the side. And basically, I'll come back to that later. I've got a bit of a solution for the interior. In a later video, we'll get to that bit, but I'm not worried about the trim or anything. You saw me last time in the last video struggling to time-lapse fit the door, and I thought it was because the bolts were the wrong size, but they're not. They're actually the right size, and I just need to re-tap the plates in the pillar. So yeah, I'm just going to do that while I'm waiting for the kind of CRC to do its thing on that bolt, that screw in the back with the seat. Watching this is going to be like pulling teeth, so I'm just going to time lapse it. And yeah, I know I should get a socket that fits, but I can't find it, and I just want to make some progress. So yeah, here we go. Yeah, it ended up working out all right. That tap was super good. It was perfect. I was trying to take care to just keep it in line, keep it level. The plates actually are they're free floating inside the pillar there. So I was having to kind of get some little tiny screw bits that you just saw fall out to kind of hold them in place like pins while I was screwing it together with the tap. Yeah, and the tap was super sharp and it did a really great job, and I was putting a bit of CRC in there to just sort of keep it moving and lubricated. The last thing I wanted to do was break it off in there. That would have been terrible. I've still got to drill out a few bolts here and there. Right, so now that cringe is over. I mean, that's the state of it. Heaps of crap in the threads. Hopefully I didn't go too wonky, and maybe these bolts will fit now. So we'll give it a trial fit, and then we'll revisit trying to hang the door. If these guys go in without too much fuss, give it a go. I haven't tried it. I just sort of, what you see is what you get. Old man noises. Magic. All right, well, that's the result. Stoked with that. I'm just going to drive them all in so that they can try and get used to seating in this, and then maybe while we're here down at this level, we'll just have a quick poke around the pedal assembly. I know I'm kind of jumping around a lot, but I mean, yeah, as you guys can see, there's a lot going on. Nice. All right, happy about that. I take it back. I take it all back. I was kicking myself for listening to a forum, but they were right. They were all arguing amongst themselves. And one guy reckoned it was one size, and the rest of the forum was like, no, it's this size. So I went with the masses, and it didn't seem like it was going to fit. So I went back to Coastal Fasteners, and they were like, no, it's because you need to tap the piece because it's so old and crusty that it probably needs like a little tickle along to get it to bite properly. And once again, proper knowledge wins. So super stoked about that. I know these are tiny victories, but tiny victories like focusing on the right piece instead of just waffling away. But that is a result, if I don't say so myself. That one might just need like a little bit of love. I didn't run that tap very far through. Alright, let's just give that one a little nudge. It was a little bit awkward, but you can see all the crap that's come off that. Oh, that feels way better. Let's pull that out of there, drive that other bolt in, and I'll readjust and we'll have a look at this pedal area. I was pretty jazzed by finding that most of the mechanism works in the last video. Just want to have a good look. All right. Give that a little shitty clean out. I think I should just rock on in there. Like so. Happy about that. All right. Stoked. I've got as far as running a tap through these and getting ready to put the door on. I just want to fit the door on so that I can stop zip tying it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try and put the door on and then we can go from there. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to find my socket set because it would have made short work of those bolts with that tap. Yeah, that's painful, I know, but you know, whatever. It was like late at night, I've been working all day, I just wanted to get it done, and one-handed with a tight space trying to make it work, I got there. Great thing is, on the horizon there's some big changes about to happen, and basically the bolts that I put in were okay, but they made the door sit a little bit ajar, and it's because the heads on them are a little bit taller than the OEM ones, as you can see. So I'm gonna just grind them down so they're a bit lower, and this is a steering column shroud. So I'm just giving it a clean up because I need to glue it back together or like araldite it or something. I haven't quite figured out what, but you know, just gently cleaning it first. Right, so just clean this up, give it a bit of a wipe, get all the crap off of it, all the dust out of the junkyard. Yeah, basically, it's pretty rugged, but I can fix it, and anything I can fix on this thing, I'm going to fix rather than try and buy new. I mean, it's part of its story, it's part of its patina, and I'm happy to just sort of work with what I've got at this stage. So, you know, thank you for following along, and I really appreciate all your support. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be amazing. Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the new subscribers as well. Wicked.